This is a gaming chair review, and this is what we're doing today. You guys remember when I used to talk about video games? For years, you may have heard that as popular as gaming chairs can be, they are usually not very good. They're overhyped, overpriced, and just not comfortable. So when it came to buying a nice chair, I went with an ergonomic chair, the Autonomous Ergo Chair 2, which I've had for a couple of years now. I don't know if you guys noticed this, I'll let you know a little secret. I'm a bit of a heavy-set fellow. So with a weight capacity of 350 pounds, I thought, sign me up, I'm less than that, somewhere, ballpark. Since then, I've had a couple of problems and I've even had to warranty a couple of parts. So when eWin approached me to offer their Flash XL chair with an advertised weight capacity of 550 pounds, well, I had to accept because, I mean, how could I not? Just want to make it very clear, I'm nowhere near 550 pounds. So after 2 weeks of using this thing, working from home full-time, gaming, and video editing after hours, how do I feel about it? I'd say surprised. Pleasantly surprised. But it's not all glamorous, and we're gonna get into all of that. This bad boy's got this material that's not leather, but it sure looks like it. This bad boy's got sturdy cushioning out of what they call cold cured foam, and while that might sound like a delicious iced coffee topping, it's actually very stable and secure cushioning that's gonna last you for quite a while. This bad boy's got a lumbar cushion and a neck cushion, both of which are removable. This bad boy's got what they call 4D adjustability on the armrest, because you could do this thing, hang on, this, up and down, pivot, or front to back. Whoa! This bad boy's got a heavy duty base that is made out of metal. You can even hear that, just listen. You hear that? And then you got this heavy duty piston which lets you raise it and lower it. It's already up, so I can't go up higher. Can I get off the floor? Are you subscribed yet? The Flash XL retails for about $499. All of eWin's higher weight capacity chairs go by the name Flash XL, but they all come in different styles and colors and even some different configurations. So if you end up browsing and maybe looking to purchase one, you're going to want to pay attention to things like the seat, because if you don't like a bucket seat, they have a couple that don't have that, so it's something to keep an eye out for. I am obviously a hefty fellow. I'm a bit wide, but the 17-inch wide seat is perfectly comfortable for me. I fit in it just fine. They also have their normal smaller chairs which start at around $269, and even those have a weight capacity of 400 pounds, which is still higher than something like the Ergo chair. Alright, so we're gonna get into the ins and outs, the good, the bad, the things I do like and the things I don't like, starting with the comfort. That's one of the things I do like about it. It's surprisingly comfortable. I wasn't expecting it to be comfortable at all. The cushions are nice, but I don't actually keep them strapped to the chair like I have right now for this video. I actually really like the placement of the cushion built into the chair back here, and that works perfectly fine for me. The lumbar pillow is nice when I need it, but not nice when I don't need it. So I actually don't keep it usually strapped on. Instead, I just kind of place it behind me when I need it and use my own weight to hold it in place. It's nice, but at least for me and my particular weird shapedness, it's not perfect. But I don't really think that's a fault of the chair. Now I will admit, the pillows, the seat cushion, the backrest, everything when I first got the chair was pretty stiff. The cushioning is made from what eWin is calling cold cure foam. It is in fact what the seat is made of, and I believe the backrest as well. And after just a few days, I felt right at home in this chair. It takes time for these things to break in. It's just something that happens. You get a new soft thing to put your soft bits on, and it's going to be hard against your soft bits for a couple of days until your bits soften the thing. You get what I'm saying here? You can adjust the backrest to have various amounts of tilt. It has a little lever down here, kind of like a car seat, and it does go all the way back if you want to lay down, like a lot of gaming chairs do. I will not do that because I'm horrified to do that on any chair. These armrests are what eWin is calling 4D armrests. You can tilt them side to side, front to back, up and down, and you can even pivot and swivel the armrests to kind of have like an inward or outward tilt. As for the high weight capacity, that comes from the metal base on the bottom of the chair. You can't have a 550 pound weight capacity if you've got a plastic base that's gonna snap like a cracker if you're weighing too much. So this thing feels secure and stable, and I'm not afraid of it just one day snapping underneath me. This high weight capacity is going to be all about that base. No trouble.
Move this man!
Also adding to the weight capacity is the heavy duty piston. That thing is pretty serious. The ergo chair, that piston just started to lower on its own, and that's where I first had to warranty the chair after just like 6 months or so, maybe even less than that. That was fun. Interestingly, the Ergo Chair 2 is now no longer available, but Autonomous sells the exact same chair as the Ergo Chair Pro. It costs more money, and now the weight capacity says 300 pounds. What's going on there, Autonomous? Oh, one other con is that the chair is hot. That's going to be true of any non-mesh chair with like a leathery feeling to it. It's also partly because it's summer. This room gets really hot in the summer. But I swear, it's more so amplified when I have the lumbar cushion in. That thing just bakes me like a fresh cookie. I said, bakes me like a batch of biscuits. Bakes me like a baked potato. Bakes me like grandma's apple pie. Bakes me like an 18-year-old at Coachella. So that's another reason that I take the lumbar cushion off periodically. It's because it just gets really hot, and I don't like that. But that again has more to do with the fact that the room is hot, and I'm hot. And the last con I can really think of for this chair, at least in my time using it, is putting it together. It is a son of a gun to put this backrest on this thing. It comes with the Allen wrenches and all the nuts and bolts you need to put it together, which is really nice. And the armrests also came installed. I hate installing the armrests, so I'm glad that they were already taken care of. But putting the backrest on this thing took a while. I'm bad at putting things together, I'm gonna admit that right now. So that probably added to it. The good thing is, you only got to do it once. It comes with this full color manual, which is pretty nice. It's got all the instructions just inside here. You do want to make sure when you're putting it together to follow the arrows and go in the order that it says and not like this, like you might see in a traditional manual, which confused me at first until I realized that the arrows were there for a reason. I also like that it uses actual color photographs of the chair as you're putting it together. It also included some handy little gloves here to kind of help with the ouchies, as I call them, when you're using an Allen wrench to tighten a lot of bolts for a while, and they really kind of helped alleviate that. So I appreciate that. It's a thing I just never thought to be included in the thing you're putting together. And now I'm done with the chair, I have free gloves. And I can just go around glove slapping people and challenging them to duels. It's great. My cat's here now, rubbing against the tripod. I know. This is not a sponsored video, but I am now affiliated with eWin, and I have a link in the description, as well as a coupon code which you can use to get 20% off if you do decide to purchase one. If you're purchasing one of these, 20%, that's like $100 that you're saving right there. So use that link and use that coupon code, and let them know Portly sent you. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I've never reviewed a piece of furniture before, so I hope I made it as entertaining as I could. I feel like it's a little hard to talk about a chair and be like, wowzers! But I hope I at least somewhat accomplished that today. And if I did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment as well. And if I did not do that, still do all those things. Thank you guys for watching this video. Here are some videos for your viewing pleasure if you want to watch something different. And thank you for sticking around to the end. Make sure you click my face here, not this face, but this one right here, to subscribe.